Hey everybody, it's Chris with Brightest Game, and today I'm playing some Final Fantasy XIV Online, and I just learned about how to, very basics of how to withdraw your essence from an item you've been using for a while, which will then be used to sort of enchant another item to have better stats, which is really exciting, obviously, for customization and optimization of gear. Now, if you're not a crafter, I don't expect that to be all that fun. I'm not really a crafter in most games, but in this game, it's probably going to be my best way to ensure that I'm optimizing. So I'm going to be doing it. And since I'm playing, and it is sort of kind of the time that I have slotted to wait a minute. Yeah, it's the time that I have slotted to do streaming. I'm gonna be here. But speaking of that, my time for streaming is probably not actually going to be a fixed thing any longer. We have a business launch, which we have soft launched currently, and we'll be putting into full mode any day now. So that's kind of my focus, which means I may not be playing as much games, and that's okay. So here you can see I am by the shard, and if I check my map, where I'm actually looking to go is not mining, not there, not weaving, although I'll pick that up too. I'll pick all of these up, I guess. Yeah, we may as well. I'll do that first. I was looking for goldsmithing, which I think is like literally this. Let's make sure I have the mining crystal. When you're in a city, if you're not aware of this, there's these crystals. If you click on them, you can teleport somewhere, but you have to attune yourself to the crystal first, which means you have to run there originally. All the guild halls look the same in shape. I could be wrong, but they seem to be very similar in shape. Rocks and precious ores and metals. Yes. I don't care about the Mad Myrtle Rush or never before where the Sultanate has seen the influx of migrants. I don't care. Give me the ability to hit rocks and get stuff out of it. And then talk to them again. So they all have this introduction, and then talk to me again, or talk to this other person if you wish to, join the Miners Guild. Right, so there's always the master. You talk to the master. Well, that's good. They need miners because of all the busy opportunity, which is fantastic. Yes, I'll join you. Alright, have a crappy pick. It's always a crappy one. And talk to them when you are done equipping your pick. Okay, where'd it go? Is it actually an inventory? That doesn't make sense. Weathered chaser hammer. That's goldsmithing. And pick, okay. Now, when you change your weapon, you change your class. So I just went to, like, in my skivvies here, because all of that stuff is not appropriate for the class of miner. And it's a pretty awesome system. I never need to make an alternative character to play the game unless I want to for some reason, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to equip my recommended gear for this, which is my crafting gear. And then I'm going to go back in here and set a new miner 2. And I'm going to set this up at... So I've set another, they give you 2. I set a third one here, and I'm sort of putting my conjure sort of in order of preference, maybe. But this row's me fighting classes, and then this is my crafting classes. And I'm saving smithing for the top. I don't know if they have smithing, but like armor making, carpentry, goldsmith. I haven't finished the quest for goldsmith, but we'll do mining anyway. And then talk to the lady again. You look good with a pickaxe. Well, thank you. Bring me 10 chunks of copper or other deposits of the stuff throughout Thanalan. I doubt you'll have to go far outside of the city. Seek out some promising locations outside of the Gate of Sultana and the Gate of Nald and swing away. Motion may feel awkward at first, but in time it'll become second nature. Miners use pickaxes and other tools to extract mineral wealth of Izoria and gather materials used in crafting. Locations that can be mined for resources are known as mineral deposits. To locate mineral deposits, make your way out of the city and then use the miner action known as prospect. This one right here. I'm so prospecting right now. So there is some benefit to sort of efficiency that apparently to just gathering all of the crafting options and then leveling one up to level 5 and then switching and leveling the next one to 5 and then switching and the next one to 5 until you get all of them to 5 and then do the same to get them to 10. When you wish to take on that hurdle, and the reason simply being your crafting clothes gives you crafting advantages, and that advantage really only applies for that 5 level gap, because you're going to continue with the advantage if you wear the clothes later on, but you're going to have better clothes offered to you, so you may as well switch up kind of at the same time. Fabric, yes. Textiles, okay, yes. The beating heart of textiles, let's do it. Yes, quality. Quality is also important. You could dictate fashion, my gosh. Such fame and influence, hard work, scrutiny. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna get naked again in just a minute. Actually, maybe not, because I'm already in crafting here. This is the Redolent Rose, who is also the Secret Rose, the Masked Rose. What do we have here? Another adventure in search of thrills and excitement? Well, of course. Shall I dance you a merry jig? No, all this fails to please you. I suggest you run along. Perhaps the women of the Ruby Road Exchange will be more to your liking. Weaving is an art, and like all true artists, we must make sacrifices and suffer for our craft. So tell me, adventurer, are you prepared to suffer? Yeah, I get stabbed sometimes, so I think so. So you say, but only time will tell. In any case, you'll need equipment to get started. This needle should suffice for now. I need not explain what a needle is, I trust. It's condescending for sure. Alright. Let's find that needle. That's a pretty giant needle. Alright, so once again, character, gear set, well, currently with recommended, so we want to add a gear set. I do want to move this up. Three. I don't know how many classes there are. I may have 2 rows of these eventually, like all fighting classes, and then another one that's all the various many different things you can do for crafting. Anyhow, so the idea here is obviously a quick change option. So I can quickly get into the class that I'm looking to get into. But you have to set it up every single time. Nothing transfers over. I do wish they'd give us the option to just keep the same bar, or keep a particular bar, like saved no matter what. But hey, you know, it's a small thing. I have your needle right here, sir. Even so, I suggest you keep it somewhere safe, especially when clambering over haystacks, as I shan't be issuing you another. Now, you certainly look the part, but it remains to be seen if you can play it. I bid you craft me a spindle of hempen yarn. A trifling task, yes? Well, I hope you find it so. Should it seem even remotely testing, you have no future in this guild. To make hempen yarn, you will require moko grass and lightning shards. The former can be purchased from our dear own Gigama. The later you'll have to find for yourself. That is all. I have so many lightning shards. So many. Who's the Gigama? Right here. Do 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 do. What did he say we have to do? Moko grass. Alright, so let's get as many of these as I can. Well, 10 maybe? 20? We're going to be crafting our face off here. Let's get a bunch. Yeah, we need some space. Am I not crafting? Is this not what I'm doing? I'm here. I'm doing the thing. Now I'm confused. Maybe I don't have any lightning shards. I thought I did. They are not what I'm looking for. Fire, wind, lightning, 142. Yeah, I should be doing okay. confused. With previous crafting, you would simply click one of the buttons, like here, and it would work. That's why I've tried that several times. I have yet to see like a book of skills class jobs. Like if I go to leatherworking, I have these basic synthesis. I totally forget. Apparently that's not it. That's not how we do it. So I totally forget how we do it. I do know I can get rid of these though. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I will have somebody repair them for me. Maybe you can't. Maybe craftsman gear separate, because I just paid for repair of gear and I thought it was everything, but maybe not. This is silly. I clearly have to Google it. Final Fantasy 14 crafting. Oh yeah, okay. Moko grass. Hempen yarn. Leatherworking, carpentry, mining, weaver. Boom. Okay. Oh, cool. Not really the thing I wanted to go down. Once the necessary components are in your inventory, head to the recipe you wish to fulfill and press synthesize. Is there a recipe window I am unfamiliar with? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Crafting. Oh yeah, that it's in logs. Crafting log. That brings this up, and then you can go ahead and. Wow, that was very easy. I almost failed this test. How embarrassing. You only get one, so that's all you asked Yay! Yarn and cloth may be mere materials, but they must be crafted with no less care than a whole garment. For though the finest garments are greater than the sum of their parts are invariably the finest. Do you remember this, Cadus, as you continue your training? Practice making yarn and other simple items and return once you have attained a basic level of proficiency. Tedious I grant you, but necessary, and you did tell me you're ready to suffer. Next week request will become available at level 5. We can hit level 5. At some point I will have to go through my inventory and start to cull some things, because as you can see here, it's starting to fill up, but yeah, I've got tons of space left. But duplicates, especially with crafting. Every time you hit level 5, you get a garment that says you are a crafter. Here's some bonus stuff. But if you do it with every single crafting, profession, you're gonna have 12 of them or something when you're done. Okay, so crafting, not gathering log. Crafting log. Come on, stop misclicking. There we go. And we want to do the yarn. We're going to do a quick synthesis, and max is 29, so let's do 29. Let's just get it out of the way. The quick synthesis does not allow you to attempt in any way, shape, or form to manipulate the product to make it amazing, like rare quality or something. It has a 1% base chance, that's it. If my other crafting is any indication. That went from a very thin tail to a very bushy tail. What's going on here, lady? Did you turn into a werewolf? Dragon werewolf. Okay, cooking. What? I'm confused. Oh, we'll be hitting level 5. Now I pretty much pushed to level 10 because I have the gear to level 10 as well from working on, I think it was leather smithing. But this is it. It is a time sink. You doubtless spent your time making the basic products for trade, namely yarn and cloth. You'd have to take such basic products and craft whole garments from them. Make 3 pairs of hemp breeches and present them for my inspection. The moko grass from which you have been doodly making yarn can be freely gathered out in the fields. That said, one simply can't rip it out of the ground with one's hand. The scythe is needed as well as a working knowledge of botany. Have you perchance made the acquaintance of a botanist or two? If not, I heartily recommend to do so. They are attractively earthy without seeming dirty, and useful besides. Having said all that, I will not accept a newfound passion for botany and its practitioners as an excuse for the late delivery of your breeches. So don't keep me waiting. Botanists might be cute, but you can't just hang around and you gotta do your job. Logs, not logs. Yeah. Crafting log. There we go. Alright, he said breeches. Hemp breeches. Well, these are the only ones. I have yarn. I need cloth. basic touch. Two, one, and leather. Leather I have. Cloth. So durability, if it hits 0 and you have not completed your progress bar, you fail the item. It uses up the material. And that's it, you're done. So, actually I need more than that. I need two more. Nope, 4 more. That was quick. My puppy's playing. The pants. What? It just looks dulled out, like I don't have the material, but I do. I don't know how long it takes to build up per click of basic synthesis. Okay, so it should be 2. Nice. We'll just do 2 more. There is no way to minimize that window, so once more. Did I not do the right breeches? It's the of crafting that make me think no. It's these ones. Okay. I need 6. Which does show the importance of using the filter, just to make sure that you've kind of caught what you're looking to find. Not bad, Cadis. Not bad at all. This style of legware has never been particularly fashionable, nor has its design changed significantly over the years, fluctuating lengths aside, but I digress. No, it's probably just a working pant for working people. I wonder if you might try for a variation of the conventional design, but I see you opted for unorthodoxy. For orthodoxy, not unorthodoxy. A wise decision in this case. Hempen clothing is inexpensive and durable, making it popular amongst farmers, miners, and others who work the land. Such customers value comfort and mobility over all else. They may appreciate more elegant forms, but they will not sacrifice function for them. Each garment has a purpose, Cadis, a purpose that you should always bear in mind. A scalped hem is about as useful to a miner as nipples on a gladiator's breastplate, which they have, and it makes no sense. Now then, having completed your latest task, I believe you earned this spinning wheel. Well, use it in combination with your needle, and your work will benefit from it. Saying that, it will, of course, take you a little while to become accustomed to using the tools together. You need not worry, though. I fully intend to give you ample opportunity to acquire the knack. In fact, I won't be teaching you anything else until you have. By the time that spinning wheel feels like it belongs in your hand, I dare say I'll have thought of a new task for you. Until then, my boy, upgrading yourself with an eye for current objectives will increase the efficiency of your crafting endeavors. Okay, so we have some lightning shards, we have some wind shards, we have an amateur spinning wheel, and I apparently get some clothing. Not really sure. I tend to go for the ones that have a crafting bonus. I don't think I have feet though. So let's try that. Yay, quest complete. We're going to go here and then reset that. Whole level 3, look at that, level 3. Alright. Yes. All hempen. That's all I know right now. Level based. Propulsion engine component. I don't know that I'm building that yet, but I think these are level of character, but they might just be level of crafting. Okay, so I have hit level 8 with this. I want to go to level 10. Alright, let's buy some more. The grass. Now I got mining, but I didn't skill it up, and that's simply because I have to go out of the city to do it, and it just makes more sense to me to approach and complete level 10 in the ones where I can just sit here and do it and buy the supplies and then go outside and do all of the ones out there. Maybe that would by itself require an extra, you know, ones you have to go out into the world and do, and then ones you can do right here if you just spend some money. Still level 8, okay, that's fine. And then cloth, quick synthesize, 24. Out of curiosity, I don't know what this means. I was going to say, what does this mean? But, you know, I don't know what this means. If you guys do, let me know. Apparently, the little sprout beside my name that you can often see is to say that I'm a newbie. And that goes away eventually. She's Queen Newbie? I do wonder if the pets play together. Rapid synthesis. Oh, yeah. It's like gambling. Alright, so let's take a look at... So this is all classes. They get armor, I guess, and then this is perception, and this is perception plus control. Well, I'm already at 5. So, I don't really need it because I get it as a reward. Gathering 13. Let's try hands. Amp and half. Control. Nice. Okay. Let's do that. See if I can make some specialties. This costs so much. It's like 88, which is a huge hit, obviously. Alright, so Hasty Touch may also get my quality up, or it may fail. It uses durability either way. And since I've never done this before, I don't like to be too low in my durability. Looks like just 1. I mean, you can do so many attempts. Alright, let's see what I built. Gloves. Well, apparently they don't matter. They're... This is a level 1. This is level 9. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Let's do that now that we have weavered our way up. I think I'm going to do this. It's going to be a little crazy, but leatherworking. I want 12. carpentry. 13. Weaving. Would actually be 13. Carpentry's 14. Mining. I don't know how much equipment building we're going to be doing, but I'm going to go with 20. Okay, why can't I see it? Now it's 16. 16 is the max. Okay, oh, okay, yeah. Idea is simple. Class 1 through 10, or 1 through 9 maybe, and then crafting 10 through 16. I guess it should be 1 through 8, and then the other 8 in... This means I can only have 16 classes. I have no idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 8 crafting. Alchemist, armor, blacksmith, carpenter, culinarian, goldsmith, leatherworker, weaver. So it's armorer that I want for, I guess, 8. I work my way down. But classes, I'm pretty sure there's more than 8 classes, which would be, well, maybe I can have more. I just can't set more gear sets or until I get higher level. Not really sure how that works. I do need somebody to repair this gear though. Alright, so I'm level 9. I need to be level 10 and then I can finish this out. Alright, we're going to do it with the basics. Yeah, I'm going to be AFK a brief moment while it does this. See, we're not done yet. Alright, seems I have returned in just about the nick of time. so close. Yeah, I don't want to use high quality. Maybe at some point, if there's some specific use for them. Yep, I'll be right back again. I'm just making some food quickly. So I don't particularly like using the microwave, but you know, sometimes convenience just wins. And in doing so, I've found, as I'm sure you all have as well, the plate or bowl can be heated to extreme levels when your food is still kind of tepid. So I have, unbeknownst to myself, stumbled upon, that doesn't make any sense, I know, but stumbled upon a possible solution, which is chill your bowl first. That way it might be warm, but it's not scalding your hand. Scalding usually done with steam, so also doesn't make sense, but you get the idea. And then your food is reasonably warm, and you can still hold your plate or bowl. Why would I even bother bringing that up? Because that's a win for me. Mmm. I made some high quality hempen cloth. What? My spirit bond with the spindle doohickey is complete? That seems really quick. Oh my. Oh my. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to finish this quest yet. I wanted to get to level 10. Okay, this you'll do. Make me a dozen bolts of undyed hemp cloth as fast as you can. Note the palpable sense of urgency. Time is of the essence, my boy. Guess what? Done. I'm sorry, did you say you urgently need that cloth? Here we go. Praise Nimia for bringing you here when she did. We have the honor of supplying the immortal flames, noble patrons to be sure, but ones whose needs can be rather difficult to predict. A detachment of ale-soaked adventurers from the Foreign Brigade thought the Silver Bazaar an appropriate location for a bout of fisticuffs, resulting in a pressing need for bandages. Ordinarily, we would not accept such a large commission at short notice, but the Foreign Brigade is a favorite of her grace. It would not do to let the troublemakers suffer, even if they did bring it upon themselves. And so your lovely woven fabric will soon be wrapped around the cracked heads, gashed knees, and split knuckles of said ruffians. Yay, commissions! I must choose. Control, craftsmanship and control, or control again. I just did feet. Let's do hands. I don't know. I may have already had the hands. This is the game reminding me to get my gear fixed. Alright, well, where does it show a hammer? I will be glad to run on over there. This is where the poor people tend to hang out and ask for money from fellow poor people. Where is this called? Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Oh yeah, it's where all the merchants are. Now I'm curious. Does he only mend what you're wearing? Apparently. Kind of sad that you have to go through this. Now maybe I'm just, you know, not paying attention because it should just be inventory. But that's not what you're wearing. But maybe it is. I'll try it next time because apparently I have nothing left that needs to be repaired. What is that? Oh, Materia Master. What is GP? It's not CP. Oh, that's nice. Good to know. Hasty touch it. So I get 2 repairs. What's the difference? Just how they look? Mining's not on this list. Because it's not a craft. It's a gather. Okay, well, let's make sure I have this. Apparently do. Oh, okay. I don't want to use my dark matter that I have because I only have a little bit of it, and I'm not really sure if there's a different or better use, but apparently it's just for repairing. Can't use it because I'm not level 5 in my current class. This is me learning as I go, right? So we have mining, quarrying, logging, and harvesting. Is that all different skills? I'd imagine so. I'm gonna go back to gold and get that started. Actually, let's do this. Let's do. That's hotbar 3. I have to find hotbar 4. Oh, right here. Okay, so. it may be a more efficient way to just have a crafting set button. And although it's going to be saved by class, then just switch out the implement or implements by need class at that time. I should have just taken the teleporter to the goldsmith's area. And all you need is copper ore and a wind shard to make a copper ingot. Our guild supplier, Asterion, can supply with copper ore, and I gave you a few wind shards along with your hammer. At least I think I did. If it turns out you don't have any, you'll need to get some yourself. Isn't this exciting? Good luck. Yes. Yes. I am now a goldsmith, which would actually be fun in real life. Well, if you're in that kind of thing. Some parts of all jobs have drudgery. Let's go with down on 25. And then we'll do a crafting log thing. Basic synthesis. It will work, you will get progress. It will apparently make it so you can just boom. Boom, 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 boom. I have a bone chip somewhere. What do? I don't have a marbled eye as of yet, but I got the eyes in a quest, handed them over to an NPC. What are we building here? What is this craziness? I don't know, let's do 10. Max 7. I bought 20 ore and only takes 3. Okay. I know the math's gonna turn out. Like, the game's not being weird, but just surprised at the ratio. Hello, little puppy. I will buy more ore. So I have a friend who plays Final Fantasy with me, and they were kind enough to buffer my experience with some gold or some gil. But I am pleased to mention that I have not touched a single gil given to me. All of my money that I'm using is stuff I have earned. $23,000 gil I've made. So yes, they gave me 100,000, but again, I have earned everything I'm using. So that means the game is sustainable. Just by doing the quests and whatnot, you can still do other things. You're not scrimping along. And for some games, I totally get it. They want you to be scrimping along. It's part of the challenge. But frankly, I don't find it very fun. Like, I'm already sinking my time into crafting, and if I don't find that to be very fun, why on earth would I think, like, that I want to be in more pain to get to the point to do something painful, right? Like, but it's required to get to where you want to go. And there has to be a hurdle or else when you get to somewhere, whether it's the next level in your crafting or whatever, it won't mean anything to you. You're not going to get that sense of satisfaction. But there is only so much pain in the butt people will take. Typically in games, though, there's diminishing returns on one of two things. Either the time you put in doesn't give you as much, and that's shown by leveling up, and each level requiring more experience points per level in order to get there. So, you know, it takes me 10 copper ingots to get from level 1 to level 2. From level 2 to level 3, it'll take me 15 or 20 or 30. Same, you know, requirement, same XP a lot given, more time. And so that's one way to do it. And the other way is the same amount of time, but diminishing returns on the XP given, or the power level that you go up. So instead of getting, you know, a new ability every level, you get a new ability every 5 levels, and then every 6, and then every 7, and every 8 levels, so that you still have to work longer to get there. And I'm not really sure what has fostered that. I think there is a point to which where it should kind of cap out. Like, whether your next 1,000 levels are, you know, all the same time sync or resource sync or whatever, you know, it still caps out on the level of people only want to be annoyed so much before they get the reward, which is not like real life at all, but this is a game. Did I forget? Psh, I just made you so many things. Well, made them for me, actually. This is quite... yes, Marvin the Martian. The worst, not even fit for making a chamber pot. So they're automaton? A mammoth? Yield before Gigi, the one true guildmaster. Respect my authority, ignorant mortal, or suffer my wrath. That's really good to have. Would you like 10 more of them? Bugger off, greenhorn. Funny. Did I get to level 5? Yes, I did. Alright. You can make a chamber pot out of anything. Yes, that's arrogance. Yep. Copper gorget. Crafting log. In the neck. And I need to deliver 3. Let's see if I can build a big one. The high quality one, I mean. It's a basic touch. I'm gonna risk it a wee bit. No, this is gonna be a bust. Let's see how many it takes. This is a better way to do it. Always do one with no flair, no weirdness, no ego. So that takes me 4 to complete. Now later on it'll take less, but right now it's 4, which means I can do 2 of these and still get it done. It's only 1% per. Oh, that's better. One last one. Ooh, we get the mend. This is where things get interesting because one more. Higher levels of high quality. But that's like barely. Usually, well, in leatherworking, I had a little bit of leftover durability. This one apparently had 10, so that's not bad. Did I do all 3? Okay, good. He's level 7 now. We as in the royal bee. Are the gorgets ready yet, Cadus? Don't keep me waiting too long. Oh, please. Wouldn't do that. Always a sense of urgency. Well, in my opinion, gorgets, your gorget are gorgeous greenhorn. Oh wait, I meant grotesque, ungodly, an affront to the gods themselves, for shame. Beg your pardon, Cadus, I'm afraid that constructive criticism was Gigi's strong points. Boris, oh yes, your gorgets are well made, strong, and functional, and that's the least that they should be, as they're meant to protect one's throat. When it comes to basic pieces like these, we don't have much creative freedom. Still, this doesn't mean we should put in less effort, especially since the techniques used to craft simple accessories are the same one used to craft elaborate ones. Now then, you've learned how to handle your hammer. And by hammer, I mean... But there's another tool I'd like you to get acquainted with. It's called a box. Oh, what? With this grinding wheel, you'll find it easier to add the finishing touches when you craft. Try using it and you'll see what I mean. Keep your nose at the grinding wheel and you'll be ready for your next challenge in no time at all. Yeah. Well, I have that, and I have that, and I have that. How can that be +5? Am I not wearing shoes? So I don't know, when you take the mystical spirit energy out of your stuff, does it destroy them? So I don't mind having a backup of everything right now until I find that out, because if it does destroy them, I'll destroy them easily and then wear the, you know, equivalent thereof that's actually beneficial to me, and keep going and make it even better than it was before. I don't know who that... Oh, that's... Yes. Okay, we needed that still. Why, hello. That turned out really well. Okay, so, not level 10 yet, so let's go back to the crafting log and see what we got. I need copper rings. Ooh, that was easy. And now we synthesize. We should add 10. Start with 10. Alright, so blacksmithing is going to be 1. Armor smithing is going to be 2. Alchemist is going to be number 3 on this list. I'm just trying to figure this out. Blacksmithing, armor smithing, alchemist, leather worker. Probably leather worker, then alchemist. But no, we're gonna do it this way. Then goldsmith. Then weaver. Culinarian. And then these guys. Carpenter. Carpenter. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that will work out, but let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Boom. Love it. I really do hope we get more spots to fill, because obviously if you're going to go for every class, you're going to have tons of spots to fill. Level 73. Good job, buddy. Okay, so how many copper rings are needed? I don't. They're a building material, so 33. This may not get me to level 10. Oh, it did? Nice. Ah, no, it didn't. Spirit bond with pair of hempen half gloves. Oh, okay, that's what it was. accept quest. The next, it did get me to 10. Very nice, very nice. Heart of Gold. Well, let's see what more I can learn. You ready for new kind of challenge? What's going on in her life? She's apologizing. The angry miner. Sure, yeah. Okay, yep. Yep. And completed. I have so many. It's not funny. Copper rings A. I've seen worse. What? That's like a compliment from you. Well, I should probably take this opportunity to teach you a thing or two about what you made. Copper rings are rings made out of copper. They can be used to make chains or chainmail. You probably already knew all that. Okay, that's how I can deliver these rings to the client. Personally, I'd handle it myself, but I believe it's very important that you learn how to deal with customers firsthand. The client is Sultan Sworn named Robert, who should be waiting outside the guild right about now. I told him he could wait inside, but he didn't want to distract the goldsmiths at their work. Not that I would mind a distraction like that. Because he's cute, or it's just not Gigi talking to you? Like, that's probably what he's going to say. I do not want to be anywhere near that little robot. He's not a robot. He probably is a robot. You're a goldsmith, aren't you? Did Mistress Serendipity send you? Did the gold dust on my clothing give it away? Yeah, these shall serve nicely. Keeping the Sultana from harm is perilous business, you see, and we Sultan Sworn can never have enough supplies to keep our equipment in serviceable condition. You may inform Serendipity she expects full payment soon, and that I send her my fondest regards. You, sir? Have a faux hawk. I don't know what's going on in Seven Seas chat there, but it doesn't sound like a recipe for success. How'd it go? What do you say about me? I mean, about your work. Oh, anyway, seeing how well your very first commission went, I have high hopes for those to come. In fact, why don't you speak to Eustace down at the quicksand and see what work is available for a goldsmith? Yes, I believe you're quite ready to handle commissions independent of my supervision. Take yourself to the Adventurers Guild and try taking on a task or two. Yeah, I have this. I have that. I have this. I think I will go with the headset. Do I even have it on right now? Do I have anything on right now? Yeah, green beret. Doesn't give me any bonuses whatsoever. How is this possibly the better, you know, equipment for me? There we go. There we go. Okay. Goldsmith. I'm not sure where necessarily everything is. This is the Gladiators Guild. This is Sapphire Avenue Weavers Guild. Became a weaver, became a miner. I wove things. Goldsmith. Okay, I'm level 10 in all of those or above, maybe even 11. Let's see what else we have. Alchemy. Why, hello. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, I am looking to recreate the closest thing I can to the Artificer in Dungeons and Dragons within this game, which means all crafting's on the table and enough skill to get up to Machinist and potentially have some base skills to add to that from other classes. Now, I've been told, unfortunately, since I started as a melee class, as a fighting class, my base transferable skill will not be a heal spell, and I'm going to see if that's actually true by playing it out. Now I'm going to take 1 minute here and go let my dog out, because it is very hot outside today, and she's being stubborn. Supposed to be hot and humid all week, which is the best thing ever. No, I don't know how to reply to my buddy. I'll just click on here maybe. Huh. Probably because I have this going on. Yes. Eternal life, other crazy things. Alchemy is amazing. To talk to them again. I forgot about that. Yes, let's do it. Do. Choose your words with care. Severian. What? What is it this time? You must be the merchant's lackey come to bring me my imp wings? Let's have them. Not a lackey? An aspiring alchemist, did you say? Speak up and pray that I heard you awry. Did that babbling fool Dietrich send you to me? I specifically requested that I be disturbed for nothing less than the coming of the second calamity. Do I appear as a kindly mentor to you? My research demands my absolute and undivided attention. Now be gone before I'm forced to. But wait, perhaps again. You may be the very assistant I require. I've had a change of heart. Congratulations. I approve your application to the guild. It's a great pleasure. I welcome a fellow seeker of knowledge to the fold. We can dispense with the interminable initial ceremony, yes? Here's your first alembic. Try not to drop it, for there is much work to be done. Yes, much work. Weathered alembic. With some craftsmanship to it. Okay. Yes. And now I equip it. And go naked again, or half naked, or something along those lines. Equip. And then equipment set. And the alchemies. So you managed to take a hold of the alembic without injuring yourself. An auspicious beginning. Let us see if we can continue this trend of unexpected success. For your first lesson, I want you to use your weathered alembic there and make me a bottle of distilled water. Distilled water is simply the end result of purifying a muckier sample of life's most vital element. As such, it provides the perfect introduction to one of alchemy's most fundamental processes, taking a material and refining it to a purer form. To perform this rudimentary exercise, you shall require a pail of muddy water and a water shard. The impure water can be purchased from the supplier standing near the entrance to the guild. The name momentarily escapes me. Esimenet? Yes, that was it. If it happens that you find this basic task beyond your abilities, then mayhap alchemy is not the discipline for you, which would be quite upsetting, as I detest the thought of having to select a new assistant. Try not to disappoint me. Rude, egotistical, and arrogant. Well, hello, guild supplier person. I need some dirty water. Muddy waters. Muddy waters. Let's get 10 of those. My voice is being a little off today. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Very strange. Do some synthesizing. Let's do 9 more. This is your alembic thing. It looks like a beaker. And all you do is put in dirty water and crank the handle. I don't think this is alchemy. Maybe it is. Alright, well, we've surpassed where I was expecting to get with that. Level 4, nice. Not level 5 yet, but that's alright. Magnificent, your transformation to alchemist has begun! I think he's a little obsessed with transformations. Nice coat, though. Do you understand the liquid treasure you have made? Yes, it is simply water, but now possessed an almost limitless potential. In a properly distilled state, water provides the base ingredient for all manner of wonderful concoctions. On the other hand, a potion created with impure water is not only unlikely to have desired effect, it may very well poison the imbiber. Look well upon the substance you have refined. See how crystal clear it has become. Not the most flavorful of libations, but still refreshing to pour over one's head on a stifling summer afternoon. I like water. Tell me, how did you feel the instant of its purification? Such a fine result. Must have sent thrills of excited satisfaction down your spine. Yes, I know well that sensation. To glean the pristine drop from filthy swill, it's a miracle born of mortal artifice. Nothing can compare to that rush of triumph in the moment when physical laws bend to one's will. Nothing. The greater your mastery of alchemy, the more ecstatic that feeling becomes. Go, fill your chambers with bottles of distilled water and revel in each success. Do you need more? I guess I'm getting more muddy water. We're doing it some more. Oh, yes. I need that one level. Let's go 20. You cannot look at other things while you're performing your crafts. My wolf pup likes to get right in the middle of the action. There are many, many dogs that do that. Be underfoot all the time. He's a chubby little thing, isn't he? Nice. What is it now? Guild for the poor? Another cursed love filter? Ah, that wretch that insists on dusting my bench? I don't know what that means. Know that who? Oh, my new assistant. No, don't bother me with more names. My name shall not be cluttered with trivial details unrelated to alchemical processes. I trust you busy yourself with the mastery of our discipline. I have scant moments to spare on lessons, but I suppose I must invest a modicum of time in your training if you're able to be of any use to me. Let us move on to the second fundamental principle of alchemy. Your understanding of this principle will be best facilitated by creating 3 bottles of antidote. For this task, you must needs acquire the stipulated number of grass vipers, as well as a chunk of rock salt. I believe the guild often has poisonous snakes in stock, but you only need purchase them from that supplier last. Ah yes, Esminette. As for the rock salt, I believe she can supply it too, and for a reasonable price. I rather suggest seeing her for all your simple ingredient needs, unless you fancy the idea of scrabbling in the sand to find them yourself. In any case, I'm not terribly concerned with how you procure the materials. What is most important is that you experience this fundamental principle firsthand as you concoct the 3 bottles of antidote. Return to me with the bliss of new knowledge stamped upon your features. Well. I have some antidote in my bag already, but I will make them. I don't even have to. It's literally like, here, do you want to just hand them what you've got? Okay, so I need salt something and snakes. Rock salt. Boom. We want 3. And grass viper. What does a basic touch do? It's 100% success rate. Alright, it's going to take me 4 to complete. So I do this 2 times. I make a high quality potion. I mean, good, but I just don't know what it's gonna do other than cure you of more poison than you know, maybe if you have a more deadly poison. 1, 2, 3, repair. gonna double check. I have no more snakes in my bag. I'm tired of these snakes on the train. Have you completed 3 bottles of antidote as I asked? No, I thought I would just mess with you. What an excellent result, my precarious protege. I see you've attained the optimum viscosity without clouding the crimson hue. It'll be most interesting to see how well these mixtures perform on live test subjects. Well, of course, they'll be poisoned. How else would I gauge the efficacy of your work? But never mind that. What you have learned in the second alchemical principle. You have produced a helpful compound by combining otherwise mundane or lethally harmful substances. Has this not expanded your awareness of what is attainable in this profession? Just as it is possible for a medicine to act as a poison in insufficient amounts, so is it possible for a poison to be utilized as a cure. Your successful creation of these antidotes is evidence of this very fact. Those without knowledge of alchemy would spare not a second glance for a venomous grass viper, but mix its venom with the appropriate amounts of rock salt, and people will flock to your door to purchase your miraculous remedy. Study, experiment, and reveal worth in the most unexpected of places. The desire for sustenance and rest will become as minor inconveniences once you have learned the joy of such discoveries. It is the time you've added your amateur mortar to your repertoire of alchemical devices. The mortar is oft referred to as a secondary tool, but used in conjunction with primary tools such as an alembic, you'll soon come to appreciate its value in your work. I foresee such practical use for your growing skills, my eager apprentice. Now run along and find a use for your new toy. I have further research to conduct. Yep. Same messages we always get, Pinky. Let's go with breeches this time. Yay! And then we go over here. And we do it like this. What? Why? Maybe I can't wear anything else? It's just that or bust? I don't know that they have anything to do, the statistics here, with anything, but this gives me no stats whatsoever. But it is spirit bonded 100%. I need to get it fixed, then I can use that spirit bond potentially for other statistics. Alright, let's see what else we can do here. Growth formula. Alchemical formulated potation accelerates the growth of foliage. Copper ink to improve ethereal conductivity. Maple wand. Leather grimoire. It does. Oh, magic. I was gonna say, you beat people with your book? Quicksilver. Okay, so having that would be good. Probably not a lot of XP though. Antidotes would still be the best. I seem to have lots of shards, so let's make it official. Let's can I just make this alphabetical? Or is it by cost? I don't quite get. goal here is level 10. I might actually get there. I don't know if I'll get there with all 30, but definitely going to get at level 9 shortly. I'm going to have to quit. Make sure. Ooh, level 9. Let's go get a repair. And we get to try the inventory one. And if the earring shows up, we know the inventory will just do all. And I like just fixing everything. Okay. There we go, 100%. Now, we're going to try this. We're going to extract the materia from it. Oh yeah, doesn't destroy the item? Sweet. The level of an item also plays a role in who can or cannot enhance the gear, requiring high-level crafters as the level of the item increases. Okay. If you lack the ability to meld your material into an item, or to an item, you may enlist the aid of other players or speak with the materia melder NPCs. Another option is to find a similar piece of armor with material already attached. The markers are a perfect place to find specialty crafted items synthesized by disciplines of the hand from across Erosia. Another option is to find another PC to meld the material for you. One way to do this is via the player search feature. Once you have found a PC capable of doing the meld and terms have been agreed upon, target the player and select request meld from the sub commands. Neat. I need to use these more, get the spirit energy off of them, and then sell them? I don't know. You have to keep a certain amount of gear for when you switch classes. You have, especially armor, you have something to work with. So, oop. Don't need to go back to the guild in order to craft. 10. So what this tells me, I'm not going to hit level, I might hit level 10, but probably not. With only 10 left to go. What is this? Cinnabar. I can't make cinnabar. Copper sand. Okay. Maple branch. Growth formula. Ah, shriek shroom. I have one of those. Quicksilver I do not. Rock salt I do not. Okay, so we need to go back and just see what they've got that I can level up with. there's copper sand. That's a big no. Leather, maple log, hempen yarn. Okay, so I can make that. Huh. I have to make it, you just come here and buy it. But, you know, why would you do that? I guess we just keep doing this one. Okay. Not cool. I thought I repaired everything, but apparently that doesn't include the things on you. You have to do that separately. Nicely done. I do remember your face this time. My most helpful assistant, and it's most fortuitous that I do. For the irksome effort I have expended in grooming your budding skills is about to be rewarded. My mewling subordinates have requested I put aside my personal research for but a moment or two, and shoulder a portion of the guild's workload, even going so far as to force upon me some other alchemist's petty task. What fools to think that I am sort of guildmaster that contributes in such a mundane capacity. If they had wanted an accomplished drudge to head the guild, they should not have elected me to the post. God knows there's others about the frontistery who would have been better suited for the leadership position. Now, there are words that you don't know how to pronounce because you've only read them. Guaranteed. It is times such as these that I curse my blood ties to the syndicate. I would personally be content to eschew such tedious duties in favor of mine own work. Which of course brings us to this moment. It is with great relief that I entrust this matter of beeswax to you. 12 lumps of beeswax, to be precise. Aha, yes, I knew you would prove your worth before long. Now to work, to work! Deliver lumps of beeswax. Okay. beeswax using a beehive chip. Doesn't seem that hard, but okay. Oh, I need 3. Which means I need not 12, not 24, but 36. In this case, I don't need 36, I need 33. Bees, 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 bees. Why can I not show or, filter? Dunzo. We get to this 14. Apparently I bought too many. Oh, we'll see. What am I working at here? Interesting. It's my mortar and pestle. See, it's much more efficient than the rounded stick and cup that I have here at home. Wahahaha, such bliss that my research might progress unhindered by bothersome requests. Speaking of which, have you created the beeswax as I asked? These will never be used for the Sultana's bedchamber candles, but the quality is passable, I suppose. It is indeed a wonderful arrangement. Perhaps I should pass on to you the mantle of Guildmaster in its vexatious entirety. Do it. But I'm not sticking around. Now, the beeswax you've brought me is, as you must surely realize, the purified form of the substance honeybees use to build their hives. Candles are the most obvious use for this refined material, but beeswax may be used to enhance leather goods or be mixed with dye to create painting supplies. It is not the most difficult material to create, though keeping the quality consistent for such a large batch speaks well of your attention to detail. I thought to be content with not more than a convenient lackey at my hand, but mayhap further training. We must somehow supplement your studies, but I am loath to be parted from my workbench. Thankfully, I am aware of the perfect solution to this quandary. Trade-craft levies. A selection of alchemical odd jobs should be available to you at the Adventurers Guild. Simply speak with that fellow at the desk, Eustace, I think it was. In any case, you should be provided with ample opportunity to practice your discipline and even receive payment while doing so. Remember, your improvement is my utmost concern, so I can use you further. I got the gloves. I don't know if I saw an extra one of these. By golly, that's big. Trouble. The next word is trouble. Know your Shakespeare, sir? Know your Shakespeare? I don't know my Shakespeare very well, but that's one play I read a lot. What is you? What is you? Chamber of Rule. Not the one I'm looking for. To lower level, to upper level. Don't need to worry about that. We're just going to teleport. Okay. So I don't have We did weavers, we did miners, we did goldsmith. These are all other things. Let's try western. See what shows up over there on my map. Oh, it's like, what? I can't teleport back? Who makes these choices? Simply the Hest. Okay, and apparently the other doing of things is not possible. Like, I can mine, but I'm not a botanist yet. Is that a thing that comes later? See, I don't mind doing a little bit of research, but I like to find this stuff out organically, as if, you know, I'm amongst the first players to a game. Help me, Lord of the Dance. Do I want to dance? So you want to be a pugilist. Not right now, really. Thermatologist. Adjoining area. Adventurers Guild. I guess we're going to head that way. But it is shorter to run this way and teleport. Me so hungry. You're so funny. Miso soup's pretty good. I like it. Alright, just give everybody a heads up. I will be heading out shortly. I have some things to do. Oh, this guy, Eustace. Leverment. I don't know what leverment means. Ideally issued of guild levies. Tradecraft levies? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Another order of ether from the Thermotist Guild paid in advance per my request. Unusual. You see, I found the guild to be, shall we say, far less urgent in paying than ordering. I suppose that once their magics wax full with the ether, they forget the fear of the moonless night. I don't know how to make vials of ether. Do I? I would imagine that's an alchemist thing. Yeah, okay, yeah. Level 15 alchemist. Distilled water, mistletoe, imp wing, night, and then these two. Water shard and lightning shard. Let's try. I don't have Tinoqua, mistletoe. Huh. No. Using your arcane powers. A wandful night, a budding maple wand. Alright, so that's probably a better one, but I'm gonna say no to all of this right now. And let's go for copper ore. And just to be sure. Okay. Let's do some prospecting. I don't know how these show up. they show to the intrepid miner. I have no idea what I'm looking for. I'm just running around, hoping it will reveal itself. Now you might think this is not the most efficient way to do things because there's tons of information available. That just takes all the fun out of it. I mean, not all the fun, but like discovering things is pretty awesome in its own right. Okay, so somebody is mining here, but yet there's nothing that shows up, not even here like, hey look, this dirt means something. I like how they're supporting that, but it's almost like if they just dug down in a giant hole. It'd be 3 times as much work, I guess. They leave a scar upon the world, but they wouldn't have rocks falling on their head. I made it. I don't know if I've ever been up this scaffolding here. Okay, you guys eat metal. Oh, shite. Not at all what I wanted to do. This is gonna go badly. Oh my, it's gonna go bad. Where am I running to? Looks like the city. Oh, that swings out. I didn't realize. Ingenious. Thank Thank goodness. Okay, we see one. Level 5 mineral deposit. Well, I'm level 1. Can I do anything here? I'm looking for any of the. I don't care which one it is. Let's go with water shards. Okay. What is auto prospect? Ah, shite. I have to go there, yeah. Interesting and strange. You only you kind of choose your option and that's it. That's what you get. It gives the player a little bit more control. But it's like, why not just give them either random from the possibilities or all of them? That means you have to like minimize how much they're getting of each, you know, one of each or something. Sure, yeah, that's fine. But this is all theory crafting, as I have not seen the long-term effects of this style, so it may work very, very well. May be exactly what's needed. Needs one more. It does occur to me, you go to another guild and just buy the ore and then come back and hand them in if you just want to throw money at the quest for the sake of time. But I'm here to also learn how it actually works, having never seen a mine before, or the indication of a mineable area of rock. But now that I have, I could go buy that one and make it a lot easier the amount of time that I'm spending. And if I don't discover something soon, I may in fact take that route. But let's check up here. Kind of get an idea of how reasonable it is for new miners to be able to find what they need for this quest. Does not look to be anything close to the city, or there doesn't look to be any mining opportunities close to the city. The ones if I didn't choose water for that one, I'd be set, right? So mining with intention is good. Apparently all crafting with intention is good. A level 2 star marmot. I like music. I like music beyond when I play. I like the game's music and sounds. But I was recently told if you're going to be streaming Final Fantasy XIV online or just the game in general, make sure your sound is off because the company is enormously protective of its IP. And I do get that, but I also don't get the implementation of that protection. If somebody is playing your game and thus your music is being played, that, in my opinion, that should not be considered a breach. I don't care if it's played publicly or not, like in a streaming fashion or form. I don't see why that's a problem. Now, if I was playing their music for any other purpose, then yeah, of course. Like if I don't know, let's rave to this. Of course I could see a problem with that. And everybody should, because that's obviously not, your agreement with them. But yeah. Streaming a game is promoting a game. So even if they add into their rules and regulations or terms of agreement, hey, you are playing this game, which means you are agreeing to promote our game, or should you play this publicly, you are agreeing that you are promoting our game without compensation or something, and just leave it at that. Giving you no rights to use the material of the songs in any other thing except presenting our game as is with no other modifications. So, and by that I mean, like, you shouldn't be able to take their thing, add imagery, and turn it into stuff that's not in the favor of the producer, and play their music. If you want to play somebody else's music or your own music, that's another thing entirely. You could change this all up and call it an homage. But if you're playing their music specifically as presented, then that's not an homage. It's also against copyright rules or whatnot. I don't know what the pink means. Well, tag probably. It's somebody else's mob. I am doing two things right now. I'm checking for auto prospecting. I don't know. Is that even a thing? I'm really not looking to, I don't know, check in at thoughts. And of course, thoughts I don't really need to speak out loud because it is what it is. But I was hoping that auto prospecting would be working while using other classes, because, well, let's switch over to mining. And there we go. I need to find one and then switch back and forth and see what happens. Hail there, adventure. I'm Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me, an adventurer in need of a challenge. I hope you happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in the corner of the eastern Thanalin lies Haladia, Halatili, Halatili. And it is there that you will find the excitement you crave. The place boasts of a storied history. It was built some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though, as it did to most things. Now Haladi is a shadow of its former self, but in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no finer place than Haladi to test your skills and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the flames who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak to one Fafajoni near the entryway. Yay! Maybe I get to choose my Grand Guild thingamabob. Do a turn in, and then we'll wander back. And although I do plan to exit soon, I'm going to do this first. I want to make sure I understand how this works. And then lunchtime. I know I just ate, but not really. Not a lot. Welcome back, Cadus. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Oh yes. There is your dagger. Use your dagger, Minfilia. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of material can make. Materia, not material. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I'm sure you're aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Cadus, so make it your ally. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Ooh, weapon coffer. Heavy chest containing a weapon, item level 18 through 21. I am 29, but hey, you know, it's probably an upgrade. I haven't had an upgraded weapon in a little while. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Cadus. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Of course he will. He'll show up after all the fun's been had. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me to tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're gonna check out. I have a box with a weapon in it somewhere. And I don't know where. Yay. Okay. There we go. Use. Heaven's Eye Materia. +2 direct hit rate. Well, let's see what that weapon brought us. And, Carnage Sword. Item comparison to my current sword. This is the same damage. That has a better auto attack, and the delay is less, which is what I thought that was. I don't know. Is this the total number? Strength, skill, speed versus determination, vitality, and then so this is still better statistics. Let's see what it says when I do this. It is in fact saying change to the plunder sword. Huh. I like this. I like that it has that. So let's make that happen. And then and close that. I don't know how to. Oh, yeah, I have to go to a person to instill it. I forgot it's not something I can do. Right now I need to go to a repair person. It probably will have one at Camp Drybone. If not, I'll teleport back. Merchant and Mender. Repair gear. This is tedious. Ah, your Cadus Arrow of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. The objective is to capture Amalja and prize them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizardmen aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds, Cadus. Let's make sure it does. And we don't die horribly on their spears. Yay. I don't really know where I'm going. The Invisible City is where? Way up there. Okay. So this is clearly not crafting. I'm going to switch over to mining for just a wee moment. Crap. I don't think my gear, nope, reflects the best option. So let's do that. Let's do that. Nope. Reassign. I don't think the title is, should be like update or something. Doesn't speak to me intuitively. Hello, girl. saw you. I saw you. We're all good. I'll pet you with my other non-active hand. Because there is mouse drive in this game. Alright, I don't want to get too far thrown off course. Not going to search the whole zone. Hoping for something though. As soon as we get into dangerous territory. Hey, watch the cables grow. No, I'm not going out right now. Outside is playtime. We play inside too, but outside is typically where she gets to run more and do that kind of thing. It is always a preferred activity for a big dog, at least my big dog. But today is blisteringly hot, so we will go outside for a little bit, but we have to not get too carried away with our excitement. And that is something she is not good at keeping, under wraps to herself. She's like, yes, I'll run until I'm almost dead. There's no place to mine around here? I don't believe it. Vandalous imp. Well. I do need to get some background music to this. Something, non-DMC, DNC, whatever it's called, or DMCA. That's when they say, like, that's my property, DMCA, I think. My destination is here. No, I don't pretend that I can sing. Waiting. Going down 5 levels. Thank goodness I don't take a gear debuff. Like, I don't have to take stuff off. It's a trap. You really gonna side with the enemy against your own people? He's not your man. Those are lizard men. I get the scaly part, but like, kill them both. I wonder if I still have my thing up. My, aggro people. Nope. Oh, I'm too low level for the third option. That's okay. Oh, goody. The one dude is low health. I know they're NPCs and all, but ups your skill to fight as if they matter. There's a lot of bad guys. Come on, hit me. Not them. I probably have to kill this guy as much as possible. I don't remember any instructions. Just like, focus on the big guy, or, you know. Ungust supposedly left. I don't know what's going on here. Nice purple blade. Oh, you guys down. Yeah, we knew there was reinforcements coming. He's just not here yet. You're no longer level synced. Oh, goody. Yeah, dude. Oh, we're just stuck in a cave. I fear the Almaja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in my hand. The Bowl of Embers is now accessible. Oh, R is auto run. I didn't know that. Alright, folks, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to see kind of what's next, and if my buddy wants to join me in the next dungeon. So, but we're going to do that off streaming so that I can grab some food and whatnot. And this has been pretty much my crafting run so far. I need to still check to see if prospecting is something doable here, which doesn't look like it because it's not on my buff bar, or basically how that works. And we will talk next time. Have yourself a great day, and happy gaming.